Oh! Very odd intro, I'm aware. So, the last video brought you to 70. This video, oh, by the way, I love chickens. Yeah. This video, I'm just gonna give a quick rundown of what I've gotten so far. I'm at Paragon level 46. Paragon levels are basically just levels that extend beyond level 70. That way you can still have something to progress towards and feel like you're achieving something more than just grinding out gear. Also, when you reach level 1 Paragon, you get an unspent point in the core. And then the next level, you get an offense, then defense, then utility, and then it cycles back around to core. And what you're able to do with these points is you can spend them in these different skills and attributes and just general things. Basically, Paragon is just to have added bonuses that you can add to your character after reaching level 70. And it just helps you progress even more once you hit max level. So currently I'm sitting with, hold on, I gotta go to Act 3. I don't enjoy any other hometowns, I feel like. So currently I'm sitting with this bow, which causes my bolus to have a 20% chance on explosion to pull in all enemies within 24 yards. So basically, I shoot my bola, it'll attach to a enemy, and then every once in a while, so shoot on an explosive bola that wraps itself around an enemy. After 1 second, the bola explodes, dealing a certain amount of damage as lightning to the target, and an additional blah 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 damage as lightning to all their enemies within 14 yards. It's pretty good. So I'll shoot out a bola, after 1 second it'll explode. That explosion has a 20% chance to pull all enemies in a 24-yard radius to it, which is very awesome for grouping mobs. The next thing I have is this quiver that allows my chakrams to generate hatred. And I do that because, I'll explain. Let me get to that actually. So, where is it? So here we go. Lightning damage has a 33% chance to stun for 1.5 seconds. So these are lightning. They do pretty good damage, and they generate hatred because of the quiver. And whenever they have a 1/3 chance of stunning enemies. And then on top of that, I summon shadow clones to aid me whenever I stun an enemy. So the fact that this goes through tons of enemies and has a 1/3 chance of stunning each enemy, then it's guaranteed to basically stun someone. So every 30 seconds I'm able to spawn shadows. That'll help me. And they're actually pretty effective. They do a lot of AoE damage, area of effect. And then my boots, they're Natalia's. I don't have a full set, so like that's nothing special. It's just what best in slot for me, or like the best thing I've picked up. Marauders pants, it's just the best I got. Blackthorns, and then this gives me 25% run speed, meaning and then the effect is lost 5 seconds after taking damage. So as long as I don't take any damage, I maintain increased movement speed from that belt. I'm currently sitting at, it doesn't actually matter. And then the last thing I have, legendary perk, while channeling Strafe is the one that I care about in this long list. While channeling Strafe, I deal 23% increased damage and take 25% reduced damage. So that helps my toughness a lot. So right now I'm sitting at like 9 mil toughness, which, whatever. So whenever I'm channeling Strafe, it'll increase to 12 mil. I'm using Bolus. I'm using Chakram for the stun and to spawn enemies. Oh, this is also lightning, so it has a chance to stun. I feel like it doesn't proc as often as the Chakrams. I'm still using the Companion, and I'm using the Bat so that whenever I activate it, I get Hatred back. And then I'm using Volt, and I chose the rune that allows it to be spammable. Not spammable, but it's cheaper. You can use it a lot more. After using Volt, the next Volt I use within 6 seconds is half price. So it allows me to spam it and just gives me a lot more mobility. And then I'm using Fan of Knives still with Lightning, which also has a chance to proc these clones. And then Strafe, because so far it's been very effective with having just clown gear. Call it clown gear because, I mean, nothing matches. It's really ugly. So let's see if I have... Alright, cool. I'm currently able to do Torment 2 very comfortably, and depending on the density of the mobs, I can clear it relatively fast. So let's get a run through, just so you can see how the current gear is working out for me. So just see that pool? Oh, these are my clones right here. They're kind of red and dark, and they just do random stuff. They do their own thing. Oh snap. Oh, there's the mob, or the elite. So I'm also still using a, what are they called? A perk? Is that what they're called? I'll check in a second. But I'm still using the perk, or whatever it is called, that gives me more hatred, increased maximum hatred, and then anytime I pick up health globes, I receive hatred, which is extremely helpful for spamming strafe. Because typically on this difficulty with elite groups, I'm able to use most of my hatred to get them down, and then by that point, whenever I'm about to run out, a health globe has spawned from killing a certain amount of enemies, or just killing one of the elites, because elites are guaranteed to drop health globes. But basically, I just constantly hold strafe and just run through and try to get my icy trail from strafe, this icy path following me. I try to just put it underneath all the enemies, because it does a very good amount of damage. So right there, I used my bolas to eventually proc a pool, and then once all the enemies were grouped on top of each other, come get this pylon. Once the enemies are all on top of each other, I walked up and used my Fan of Knives, allowing me to do a lot of damage to a lot of enemies. I feel like we're gonna run into a dead end. No. Okay. Cool. Oh snap. I vault sometimes whenever I mean to actually use Fan of Knives. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my chakrams do a lot more damage than my bolas. But I mean, it makes sense, because chakrams is meant to use hatred. I just happen to have something to make them generate. I'm really hoping to get a decent amount of gear fairly soon. I want to really climb up this Torment ladder, because being in Torment 2, I don't really get many drops at the end of a rift, which, for anyone not familiar with Diablo, you will see how little gear I get, and then if you happen to continue watching, you'll notice once I'm doing like Torment 60 or 70, you get a lot more gear. A whole lot more gear than Torment 2. Oh, okay, so Torment 2 is, I think it's level 13 Greater Rift. So whenever I do level 60, that's what I keep saying levels for. After, I think level 60 is considered Torment 13. I don't know. There's basically two measurements for difficulty. Beyond level 60 rifts, there's no longer Torments scale. Torment 13 is the highest. I don't focus too hard on spawning the clones. I probably should, because they honestly do a decent amount of DPS, especially since it's AoE. But, I mean, they come out whenever they need to. I have majority lightning ability, so it's not like a, ooh, conduit. This is going to murder them all. Not as fast as I thought it would, to be honest. Oh, snap. Where's the main guy? Okay, come on, bro. Just die. Just give up. Yes. I'm just gonna run. Conowin is the most helpful shrine. Oh no, it's over. Alright, here we go. Another group. So, you'll notice that my progress is pretty ahead of the hourglass. I can handle Torment 2 comfortably. I don't typically die unless I just make a silly mistake. And I've been getting fairly lucky with the density of the rifts. I had a Nephilim rift, which is like the simpler version of Greater Rift. There's a lot of differences. Ooh, 2 elites. One here, and then there's a bug over here. But I had a Nephilim rift that I was able to complete just on the first level of it, which, I don't know, I thought it was pretty fascinating. That doesn't usually happen for me. I'm not a big fan of the illusion elites. Illusionish. This guy's reflex damage, orbits. No. Okay. I almost got walled in on the frozen. Just trying to generate hatred right now. Man, I don't like these bugs at all. They're not my favorite thing in the world. Alright, come on, elite mobs. I got 2 of them right here. Just die for me. Just do me a favor and die. I got 1. Sweet. Alright. Yeah, like, this is not bad, and this is a fairly linear Greater Rift. Those Act 3 tile sets always have, like, a maze, basically. This is a lot better. Power pylon, yeah. Oh, I called it a shrine earlier. What's... Jeez. Okay, yeah. Power pylon adds a lot of DPS. Greatly increased damage. Oh man, 98%. We're almost done. Okay, I think I'm doing this pretty fast. I probably won't even get the chance to finish off these elite groups. It's probably gonna spawn the Rift Guardian. Yep, there it is. Okay. Difference between the Rift Guardian or the Greater Rift and the Nephilim Rift. Nephilim Rift, if you spawn the Guardian, then you still have all the other mobs. In Greater Rift, they'll just get rid of it all for you. That way you can 1v1. Blood Maw, this is a fairly easy one. I freaking hate Cold Snap. Could you stop? Thanks. And I could spam Chakram, these little, yeah, shurikens. And typically sometimes it'll stun lock the enemy. Mostly when it's a single mob and I can just target them exclusively. But these Rift Guardians are immune to that sometimes, especially when he's jumping around like a freaking toddler. Come on, man. What are you doing? Grow up. Have some respect for others. Jeez. Alright, so, like, Arcane Dust. Let's get rid of all the materials and the gems. And just leave the gear. So, I got 2 yellows, which aren't going to be upgrades. One of them's a melee weapon, which I can't even use. And that's not an upgrade. So, but then I got a gem, which I'm going to get a legendary gem every Greater Rift until I've gathered all of the legendary gems. Does this one do? No, I don't want that. Nope. And then a legendary ring. Once you complete a Greater Rift, you have the chance to upgrade your legendary gems, and currently I'm the one I'm equipped with, which I gain 20% increased damage for 44 seconds after killing an elite pack, which that's pretty tight. Since I can only do Torment 2 rifts, whenever I upgrade a gem of rank 14, for example, the upgrade chance is only 30%. Say I click a gem that's level 0, rank 0, it's 100% chance to increase. The harder the greater rift you complete, the higher the chance is that when you upgrade a higher level gem, it'll actually upgrade. So, all these other gems are not very attractive to me. So, I've officially completed the Greater Rift. Let's go see what this ring is. Hopefully it's an upgrade. Increase your life per second by up to 97% base of your missing life. So, this tab just gems because, like, I don't know, I just like organizing my gems all in one tab. This is a bunch of gear that I'm just keeping because why not? Bombardier rucksack, I could use that for a Marauders build, which is that sentry build. And then I need this. I need to cube this, so save the legendary effect and just cube it. I'll explain more when I do that for anyone who isn't familiar with that. And then I've just saved other things. Honestly, I can get rid of this because I'm currently equipping one. It's a level 56 version of what I'm wearing. Okay. And then I'm just holding on to this because if I can complete all the other sets with this character, then why not? I'm just going to collect as much as I can. And then this is all the legendary gems I've collected so far. That's my progress so far. I've upgraded my armory, or my blacksmith, gemcraft. I'm pretty sure, yeah. I've upgraded all the different things to level 12, rank 12, the highest rank. And then I also took a look at the seasonal journey, and I completed chapter 1, which was just a bunch of basic tasks. The only 2 that I didn't complete just from like leveling was killing these 2 bosses, which I didn't do that because I was doing Nephilim rifts all the way to level 70. So now chapter 2, there's just craft a weapon. I can do that simply right now. Fully equipped one of your followers, which I really need to do. And then it's just killing bosses, craft a ring or amulet. Oh, okay, so reforge and then transmog. I can do a few of those. I want to figure out how to look at that while I'm in game. I'm sure I can. The build I'm going for requires a dagger, so I'm gonna do this. So there we go, completed a quest, and then I can use this cube to do a fancy little trick. So I'm taking this rare dagger and turning it into a legendary one. That's cool. I'm not gonna use it, but that's cool. And then, so extract legendary power. This is what I mean by cubing an item. So what I can do is I can take this item that I have in my stash. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. But I can take that item and then fill it up with these recipes, which I'm obviously missing some of them. And then put the item in there and transmute. And it will store the legendary ability in the cube, and then I can select it as an ability I want to use continuously without having to equip it. It's very useful. So I need to fully equip a follower and kill some people. Now that I'm 60 and above. Yes! Okay, first piece of gear towards the Impale build. Shadow's Mask. It's not incredible, but it'll do. It'll do. Alright. He's got stuff I've crafted, but I got the achievement. I really need to work towards getting the specific Templar relic that makes him invulnerable, and then get a set of Unity rings. That way I take even more reduced damage when playing solo. That would be splendid. Alright, here we go. This is one of the people I need to kill for the quests. He's a lot harder than I thought he'd be. Oh, I remember doing this in the campaign. Playing as a noob, it was so difficult. Because I didn't know what I was doing. Oh, what? Different phase? Okay. Don't remember that. What is that cloud? Oh yeah, this guy gets difficult. Huh, alright, so what? Jesus. Oh my gosh. I think he just climaxed. Alright. Here's the next one. Or the last one. Lol. Wow, he's a lot easier. Oh, wow. That was ridiculously easy. Alright, cool. I completed chapter 2. Well, that was a little progress update. And hopefully the next one will be a lot further than Torment 2. I'm not sure how other people do it. Like, other people level up fast and they gear up fast, and I'm missing the secret. But this is also my first season, and I'm being stubborn and doing it alone, so it's a learning experience, but it's fun. Well, thank you for watching. See you next time.